Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I'm Mary. Today, I'm bringing you the detailed step-by-step for this beautiful basket-style bag. We are going to make it using basic single crochet. I hope you'll stay with me until the end of the class, enjoy the process, and put it into practice. If so, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment as a sign of appreciation. If you have any questions or suggestions, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to respond. Let's go to the list of materials and then to the step-by-step instructions. We are going to work with the following materials: measuring tape, scissors, 4 stitch markers, a yarn needle, a 3.5mm crochet hook for weaving in ends, a 5.5mm crochet hook. This will be our main hook. 2 circular handles. These are made of wood. They have a diameter of 14 centimeters, and on the inside they measure 10 centimeters. You can purchase the hardware and accessories at the online store Sumos. For the t-shirt yarn, we will be working with skein t-shirt yarn, and we will be using 750 grams. In the video description, I will leave the exact amount that we will be using for this project. This is a super soft t-shirt yarn. It's factory made and completely uniform, with a strand that's 3 centimeters wide, and we can work with a hook from 5 to 7 millimeters. We are going to start by working on one handle, and we will make the other one later using the same process. For this project, I recommend working with t-shirt yarn that is as even as possible, and that the strands, when you stretch them, curl inward. We need it to be well organized so that our stitches turn out nice and even. We start the first round with 16 stitches. Inside the handle, we take the t-shirt yarn, place it at the back, and grab the strand. We turn and add height. We yarn over and pull through the loop we have on the hook. Here we have made the first chain. And see how the short strand is already tight, and we are going to hide it under the stitches. Since the handle is wide, we are going to put our hand in, grab the yarn, bring it up, and place it on the hook. Here we are going to make the first stitch. We have 2 loops on the hook. We yarn over and pull through, and now we have our first complete stitch. Let's do it again. We grab the yarn, place it on the hook, and adjust it until it's the same size as the loop we have on the hook. We grab new yarn, place it on the hook, and pull through both loops. See how we're doing it in an organized and neat way, so the stitches look nice and even. So we arrange the yarn. We place it on the hook. We take a new strand, and here we close the stitch. We are going to follow this process until we complete the 16 stitches. I finished the 16 stitches. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Look, they are well organized here. You can arrange the strands so that they don't end up on top of each other and are well distributed and even. Like this. Let's arrange them. Here, opening it up a little bit. Like this. To arrange the stitches very well, let's work on the second row. We're going to do this one with slip stitches. We position ourselves here at the last stitch. Look, we have a little loop on the hook. We are not going to make a turning chain. No, we are going to turn the piece and start the slip stitches. Taking this strand of the chain, we will pass the hook through the first strand. Look, here is the first chain. We are going to take this strand. This one. All of these. We are going to make 16 slip stitches until we reach this last one. We pass the hook under the chain. Taking the first loop, we take the yarn, we have 2 loops left on the hook. We slip the first one into the one we already had. We go under the next chain, taking the first loop here. And we go forward and pull it up. Here we slip. We go under the next one. And we slip. We're going to do the last one. We yarn over and slip. We finish the second round with 16 slip stitches. See how they look. Now we're going to work the third round. Here we won't make a turning chain. Instead, we immediately turn the piece and start with single crochets. Here we will work increases, and we're going to insert the hook here in this space. Look, here we have a strand. We're going to work the stitches on top of the strands. Here we have the first one, and right on top we'll make the first stitch. The next one, look, here is the strand. We'll do it here in this space. Here. And here on this side, we insert the hook into this first space, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Here we pull the hook out. We go through here in the first one, and here in the second one. And we're going to make a slip stitch by passing the first one into the second one, like this. Look, here the first stitch is already properly formed. We are always going to do this process in the first stitch. I'll repeat it again. We have a little loop on the hook. We insert the hook into the first space above the yarn. We take new yarn, bring it forward, and pull up a loop. Look, here we have 2 loops on the hook. We're going to take the hook out, passing it from front to back. Here in the first strand, and then in the second. We slide this one inside the first, like this. Here we've already formed the first stitch. In the next space, over the yarn, we insert the hook. We yarn over and make a regular stitch here. We adjust it. In the next one, we're going to work an increase, which means 2 stitches in that same stitch. We insert the hook, yarn over, and make the first stitch. We adjust it well here. We insert the hook again into that space and make the second stitch. We're going to work 2 single crochets. One. And 2. In the next one, we will make an increase. Again, inside that space. And here we make another stitch. We adjust the yarn very well. We insert the hook into the next stitch and we'll work a single crochet. Here we'll make 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the next stitch, we will make an increase. Insert the hook into that same stitch and make the second one. In the next one, we repeat here on this side with 2 single crochet stitches. 1 and 2. In the next one, an increase stitch. 1 and 2. We finish here with 2 single crochet stitches. And look, here we will do the next one in this space. We finished the third round with 20 stitches. From now on, we won't be counting the stitches in the chains, but at the bottom. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And here in the chains, we would have 19 chains. We work a sequence of 2 single crochet stitches, 1 increase. 2 single crochet stitches, 1 increase. 4 single crochet stitches, 1 increase. We repeat on this side. 2 single crochet stitches, increase, and we finish with 2 single crochet stitches. In this third round, we start with the 4 increases. We are going to be placing the markers. Here we have the first increase. Look where the 2 stitches are. We are going to place the marker on the first stitch from right to left. Here on this one. Here, in the second increase, we place it again on the first stitch from right to left, on this stitch. Here, in the third increase, we are going to place the marker on the first stitch from left to right, on this one. Here on the last stitch, on the first one from left to right, we already have the markers in place. We are going to make the increases by raising the piece like this, working an increase on top of the increase from the previous round. We are going to work round 4 with slip stitch and round 5 with centered stitch. We start here with a slip stitch. We don't make a turning chain. Instead, we turn the piece and pass the hook under the first chain, taking the front loop. Here, we go through the center from bottom to top. We yarn over. We bring it forward, and here we slip. We go under the next chain, yarn over, and slip. We are going to work a total of 20 slip stitches here. Let's make the last stitch. Look, you can see the single crochet on this side. We lift this first loop, and here we make the last slip stitch. Look at the stitch here. We raise it to the height of the little loop that's on the hook, yarn over and slip. We finished the 4th row with 20 slip stitches. Now we're going to do the 5th row. We have a loop on the hook, and we turn the piece. And here, we're going to work centered stitches and increase stitches. Let's make the first centered stitch. So open the stitch here really well. Look here, where you see the space. That's where you insert the hook and make the first stitch. Here on this side, in the center, insert the hook. And here, it should come out at the bottom of the ridge, between these 2 strands. Insert the hook. Open it up really well because that first one needs to be tight. Look where it comes out, under this ridge. Grab the yarn, making sure it's well organized. Raise it to the level of the loop that's on the hook. Pull the hook out. Remember that this first stitch is different. Insert the hook from front to back. Between these two, and here you slip the first one into the second, like this. And here we have the first stitch. We go through the center of the next one. Notice how it comes out below the small ridge at the back. Yarn over. Bring it up to the height of the loop that's on the hook. Yarn over again, and here you close the stitch where the marker is. We're going to make the increase. Insert the hook. Yarn over. Make the first stitch. Insert the hook again into that stitch and work the second one here. Now we're going to place the marker, not on the first stitch of the increase, but on the second one.
Okay.
Notice that we're working increase over increase, but what changes is that in one row we take the first stitch, and in the next row we take the second stitch. This way, we're going to keep changing the stitch so the piece doesn't get deformed, but we continue working the increase over the increase. We insert the hook through the center of the next stitch. We make a centered stitch in the center of the next one. Here we work 3 single crochets. Now we're going to make the increase. We position the yarn, and we make the first stitch. We go through that stitch again, and we complete the second one. In this second stitch, we place the marker again. Here, we work a single stitch. We pass the needle under the next one and arrange the yarn. Let's make the next increase. Here we're going to place the marker on the second stitch from left to right. This is the first one, and here is the second one. Center stitch. We remove the marker. We make the first stitch of the increase. We pass through again. And here we complete the second stitch. We are going to place the marker on the second stitch from left to right. 1, 2. Here we make the last 2 single stitches. Single because they are not increases. Here is the last one. We can see a single strand. We lift this one up a little here. And here you can see both. We are going to pass the needle not only through this one, but we are also going to pick up this one in the back. Here. We go through here in the center and in the strand that's in the back. We finish the 5th round with 24 stitches. We work 2 single crochets, then an increase. 3 single crochets, then an increase. 6 single crochets, then an increase. Repeat. 3 single crochets, then an increase. And we finish with 2 single crochets. Let's start round number 6. We turn the piece and work a slip stitch. I've reached the last stitch. We go under the first loop. We make a slip stitch. We finished round number 6 with 24 slip stitches. Now we're going to work on round number 7. We don't make a turning chain. Instead, we turn the piece. And we insert the hook into the center of the first stitch. We pass the hook through. We yarn over. We pull up the loop. Here, since it's the first stitch, we remove the hook. We go from front to back between the two. We slide the first one into the second. We slip into the next stitch. Centered stitch. We raise it up to the level of the loop that's on the hook. We yarn over and close. We slip the next stitch. And we make the increase where the marker is. One, 2. We are going to place the marker on the first stitch of the increase. We place the previous one on the second, and the one before that we placed on the first. See how it forms a zigzag shape. We are going to make 4 single stitches. We make the increase. We place the marker on the first stitch. We work 6 single stitches here, that is, without any increase. Always pass the needle through the stitch center. We make the increase. We always keep the yarn in place. Here we place the marker on the first stitch from left to right, on this one. We make single stitches. I finished the 4 stitches. Now let's make the increase. We go through that same stitch again. And here we make the second one. We're going to place the marker in this stitch. We finish with 3 single stitches. The last one is always hidden. Look, you can see only one strand. We lift it up, and on this side is the other one. We pass under that strand. And under the one that's in the back, it should look like this. We pick up the yarn, and here we make the last stitch. We finish round number 7 with 28 stitches. Remember that you should count the stitches, not the chains. We make a sequence of 3 single crochet stitches. Increase stitch, 4 single crochet stitches, increase stitch, 6 single crochet stitches, increase stitch. Repeat, 4 single crochet stitches, increase, and finish with 3 single crochet stitches. Let's do round number 8. We turn the piece, and we work 28 slip stitches, passing the hook under the chain, taking the first strand, until we get here to this last stitch. We're going to make the last stitch. And with this, we finish the 28 slip stitches. We're going to turn the piece and start row number 9 by making the first centered stitch. We make 2 single crochet stitches. We make the first increase here. One, 2. We place the marker on the second stitch. We are going to make 5 single crochet stitches until we reach the next increase. I finished the 5 stitches. Now we remove the marker here. We make the first stitch of the increase here, insert the hook again, and here we make the second one. We place the marker on the second stitch. Notice that in the previous round, we placed the marker on the first stitch. We're going to work 8 single stitches on this side. I finished the 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to make the increase. One. We insert the hook again and complete the second stitch here. We place the marker on the second stitch from left to right. 1, 2. We're going to make 5 single crochet stitches. We adjust the yarn carefully, and here we will make the last increase. One, 2. We place it here in the second stitch. We do the last 3. And here the last one under the strand. And and from the one that's in the back. We finish round number 9 with 32 stitches. Check. We work 3 single stitches, 1 increase, 5 single stitches, 1 increase, 8 single stitches. Here in the center, increase, 5 single crochets, increase, and we finish with 3 single crochets. We turn the work and start here with row number 10, making 30 slip stitches. I finished the 30 slip stitches. Starting from row number 10, we are not going to work into the last 2 stitches. That means that in the row of slip stitches, we won't make these last 2. And in the row of centered single crochet stitches, we also won't make these last 2 stitches. Why? Because from now on, we are going to add height to what will be the body of our bag. We turn the piece and start row number 11. We don't work into the first 2 stitches. We insert the hook into the stitch below, here in the center. We yarn over, pull up a loop, and here we make the first stitch. In the next one, a single crochet. And here we make the increase. 1, 2. We place the marker on the second stitch. And we're going to work 6 single crochets on this side. I've completed the 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to make the increase here. 1, 2. Here, we place the marker at the first stitch. And here, I'm going to continue by working 8 single crochets. I finished the 8 single crochets. Now, we're going to make the increase here. We go through the center. We make the first one here. We go through again. And we finish the second one. We're going to make 6 single crochets here. I finished the 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to make the last increase. We place the marker at this stitch. And we finish here with 2 stitches. Note that we won't work into the last 2 stitches. We finish row 11 with 32 stitches. We make 2 single crochets, an increase, 6 stitches, an increase, 8 stitches in the center, and another increase. We repeat 6 stitches, an increase, and finish with 2 single crochets. We turn the piece, and now we're going to start row 12, making 30 slip stitches. We finish the 30 slip stitches, and we don't work into these last 2. We turn the piece, and here we're going to start row 13. We won't work into these first 2 stitches. We insert the hook into the stitch below and make the first stitch there. In the next one, we make an increase. 1, 2. In these stitches, we won't place a marker anymore because this will be the last increase on this side. Now we're going to work 6 single crochets. I finished the 6 stitches. Now let's make the increase. I place the marker on the second stitch. We're going to work 10 stitches on this side. I finished the 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to make the increase here. We place the marker now on the first one on this side. We're going to make 6 single crochets. I finished the 6 stitches. Now let's do the last increase. We're not going to place a marker here anymore. Now let's make the last stitch. Remember that we started here with a single crochet. We also need to finish on this side with a single crochet. We finished round 13 with 32 stitches. Check it. We worked single crochets, an increase, 6 single crochets, an increase, 10 single crochets, an increase, 6 single crochets, an increase, and we finish with single crochets. We don't work into the first 2 stitches or the last 2. Now let's work. Row number 14. We turn and start with 30 slip stitches. We don't work into the last 2. I finished the 30 stitches, thus completing row number 14. See that I didn't work into the last 2 stitches here. We turn the piece and start row number 15. Here we're going to work 8 single crochets until we get here to the stitch where the marker is. We make the last stitch. And we complete all 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice that we don't work on these first 2. Now we're going to do the increase. We place the marker in this first stitch. We make the increase. Now we're going to work 10 stitches. I completed the 10 stitches. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to make the increase. We place the marker on the first one on this side. We complete the 8 stitches just like we did on this side. I finished the 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we don't work on these last 2 stitches. I finished row number 15 with 30 stitches. We start with 8 single crochets, an increase, and 10 single crochets. An increase, and we finish with 8 single crochets. We are going to start row number 16 by making 28 slip stitches. We won't work into these last 2 stitches. I finished the 28 slip stitches, thus completing round number 16. We turn the piece and we're going to start round number 17 here. Working 6 single crochets, then an increase. 12 single crochets, then an increase, finishing here with 6 single crochets. We won't work into these last 2 stitches. I finished the 6 stitches, ending round 17 with a total of 28 stitches. We work 6 single crochets, an increase, 12 single crochets in the center, another increase, and finish with 6 single crochets. We don't work into the last 2 stitches. We're going to start round 18 by making 26 slip stitches all around the edge, leaving these last 2 stitches unworked. I finished the 26 slip stitches of round 18. Look, we didn't work into these last 2 stitches. Now we're going to do round 19. We turn the piece, make 5 single crochets, work the increase where the marker is. Here we make 12 single crochets, the increase, and finish here with 5 stitches. We complete the last 5 stitches, thus finishing round 19 with 26 stitches. Check. We work 5 single crochets, an increase, 12 single crochets, another increase, and finish with 5 single crochets. Now we're going to work round number 20, making 24 slip stitches all around the edge. And remember that we are not going to work these last 2 stitches. I finished the 24 slip stitches, completing round number 20. Let's turn the piece. And here we're going to start the last round with increases. We'll work 3 single crochets, an increase where the marker is, 14 single crochets, another increase, and finish here with 3 single crochets. We finish round 21 with a total of 24 stitches. We work 3 single crochet stitches, an increase, 14 single crochet stitches, another increase, and finish with 3 single crochet stitches. This is how your piece should be looking by now. See how the stitches are well organized, nicely arranged, and all are the same size. On the back, look how pretty it is. Here, you'll notice that it might look a little twisted, and that's normal because of the uneven edges. So now we're going to work on that part by working the rounds to give it the finishing touch. We're going to work on round number 22. Here we'll make slip stitches. I've reached the last stitch here. We're going to make the last slip stitch to complete the 24 stitches in this round. We pass the hook under this strand. And we make the slip stitch here. We're going to place a marker in this little stitch. Because now we're going to work 13 slip stitches on this side. So, to be able to identify where the 24 ended, we're going to pass the hook through. Right here in this strand. We're going to make one. Oh. 2. We won't be working on this one. We'll do it here, in the one next to it. 3. In this one. 4. Not in this one, but in the one next to it. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. And this would be the last stitch to make 13. We go under this strand. We make a slip stitch. We do it on this side. The last slip stitch. Look here. We finished the 13 stitches here. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. From now on, we will work 6 more rounds to start giving our bag its curved shape. In this one, we won't make any increases or decreases. In this first round of centered stitches, you're going to insert the needle. Look here where the stitch is, right here in the center. It should come out here. Move on to the next stitch. Here. It should come out here in the middle of these 2 strands, underneath the little bump. The next one. You're not going to do it here, but look here, right up in the center. Here, in this one. Here. Here, in this one. We pass the needle through the center of the stitch. We yarn over. We pull up a loop, pass the needle through the reserved loop, and here we slip. We go through the center of the next one. We pull up a loop, yarn over, and close. We go through the center of the next stitch. We adjust it nicely and do the one right next to it. Let's go to the next one. This is how our stitches will look. Let's do the last 2 to complete all 13. We place the last one here. See how it's centered here. We adjust it nicely, and now we're going to make the stitches on this side. I finished the stitches here at the base. Now, let's do the ones on this side. We pass the needle here through the center of the stitch. Here on this side, in the center, in this one. We finished the first round around the piece with 48 stitches. Now we're going to work the second round with slip stitches. Let's make the last stitch. We finished the second round of slip stitches. Now we're going to work the third round with centered single crochet stitches. We're going to make a stitch in the center of each stitch from the previous round, all along the edge, until we get to this last stitch. We finished the third round of centered single crochet. Now we're going to do the fourth round of slip stitches. And we're also going to work the fifth round of centered single crochet again. I'll see you again to do the sixth round. I finished rounds 4 and 5, and this is how the piece is looking. Look at how the curved part of the bag looks now. We're going to work on the last round of the piece. This will be round number 6, and we're going to do it with slip stitch. We're going to insert the hook not in the first loop, but under the entire chain. Here we'll be making the slip stitches. We have a loop on the hook, we yarn over, and here we're going to make a turning chain. We turn the piece, leaving this strand underneath, and we're going to insert the hook under the next chain.
Okay.
We yarn over, pull up. Now we have 2 loops on the hook, and we're going to slip the first one through the one we already had. We've already made our first slip stitch here. Now we insert the hook under the next chain. From top to bottom, we yarn over. We bring it up. We have 2 here. We slip it through. We go under the next chain. We yarn over. We pull up a loop, and we slip. We go under the next one. I'm just finishing the round of slip stitches, and look at the stitches. They're all the same size. I'm going to explain how to achieve it. You're going to pass the hook under the next chain, yarn over, and lift it up to the same height as the loop that's on the hook. Here you slip, and you'll see that all the stitches will be the same size, because you're giving them all the same height. Try not to make them too tight, so this part of the bag doesn't close up too much. Because what we want to achieve with the slip stitches is to give more firmness and structure to this side, since this will end up being the base of the bag. Here we make the last stitch. We finished this side of the bag. Look how the back turned out, how it looks. We worked a total of 28 rows, and here in the center stitches we have 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Row number 14 is the one we worked here on the handle. I'm going to give you the height measurements, including the handle. It is 22 centimeters. And it's 36 centimeters wide. Here, I have already made the other side of the bag. Look how it turned out. They have the same measurements and the same number of stitches. Here, I cut the yarn. I'm going to show you how to hide it. And with the help of a thinner needle, we're going to pass it through here at the bottom. We hide this leftover yarn under the stitches. We're going to join the two panels together with a slip stitch. We're going to insert the needle not in the top chain, not here, but in the strand that's in the bottom chain. Look, here is the complete chain. We're going to insert the needle from top to bottom, picking up this strand, like this. Now, we'll pass the needle through on this side. Look here where the second chain is. We're going to pass the needle from top to bottom, taking the strand that's underneath, right here. We have a little loop on the hook, right here in the last stitch, and we're going to make a turning chain. We pass the needle first through the strand on this side, right here at the bottom. See that it's from top to bottom. And then we're going to pass the strand from top to bottom, here, in this one. We're going to leave the strand at the bottom. We take the strand, pass it through this first one, and then through this one. We lift it up. We have two loops on the hook. Now we're going to do the slip stitch. Now we pass it through the first one, always the one on this side, and then the one in front. We take the yarn. We go through that one and this one. We pull up a loop and make a slip stitch here. This is how the seam is turning out. We're going to make the last two stitches here. We pass the hook here under this strand. This one right here. We're going to take this strand and this one that's on top here, like this. we slide it through. We go through this one, the one that's in front, and we go up here just a little bit. Here, we pick up the yarn. Then we slide it through. We pull it through. We're going to hide this little strand. There we go. Here, all along the edge of the bag, we're going to do a round of slip stitches to give it a better finish. We make a chain. And we're going to pass it through here, under this stitch, here in this space. We pass the needle through here, here on this side, here. Try not to make them too tight. Always keep the height at the level of the loop on the hook. Here we make the last stitch. Look how it's taking shape. We cut the yarn. We take it out. We're going to pass the yarn nice and neatly inside the handle. We're going to hide this yarn here at the bottom. We pass the needle from back to front. Here. Here underneath. From this strand here, we place the strand. And we're going to bring it to the back, very carefully. And look, this is how the finish turned out. Now we're going to hide the leftover strand underneath the stitches. Do it on this side. The same process. We finished the rounds of slip stitch. Look how they turned out. Look how beautiful they are. And it gives a better appearance to the edge of the bag. For this type of bag, a magnetic clasp is not used. I recommend using a zippered pouch, or one that closes on the sides. Here I place the personalized tag with the channel's name. You can get this at the online store Tucson Sumos. I'm going to add this synthetic tassel. I feel like it gives it a really nice contrast. Remember that all the accessories are optional. You can use whichever one you have available. Look how beautiful it turned out. I'll give you the final measurements. In height, it ended up being 17 centimeters. In width, it is 27 centimeters. These measurements may vary depending on the thickness of the t-shirt yarn you are working with. And if you're wondering if you can do this project with another material, of course you can. What you need to keep in mind is that the measurements will change a little. We've reached the end of the class. I hope you enjoyed the whole process. I hope you put it into practice. If that's the case, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment as a sign of appreciation. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you. Bye.